We are all operating, whether we're politicians, members of civil society, people running businesses, we're all operating now in a much more connected and transparent world where bad behaviour is harder to hide. Civil society organisations, and there are different ones, have performed an enormously important role, not least in terms of educating the public about actually what businesses are doing. Now, they may not get everything right, but what they have done is throw a spotlight and say, what do you think? And actually the response back from the public, picked up in this place, is that's totally unacceptable. We collectively, as investors, as customers, as employees, our attitudes to business are changing, and therefore the smart, intelligent leadership gets this, knows that businesses have to respond, knows that cultures need to be changed, not least in the attitude towards tax. The only way to build trust is by what you do. The days of publishing nice glossy CSR reports and lots of nice bland promises and announcements are over. We judge people by what they do. And this place that we're talking in now, Parliament, over the next 5 years, will be very, very unforgiving towards companies that are seen to be shirking their responsibilities towards society in terms of paying tax, or are frankly in the tax avoidance business. Now, I think if you're working in KPMG or any organisation that's giving advice, first question is, are we in the tax avoidance business? And if the answer is yes, which I hope is not the answer, then what does that mean for our brand and the reasons why people might want to come and work here in the future? So I think that's a fundamental question about what we're for. I also think that the answer to the other fundamental question, which is what is in the interest of our client, has changed as well over the last 25 years. And I think the concept of shareholder value and how it's generated in 2015-16 is changing profoundly. And I think the whole issue of tax, the level of tax that companies pay, the attitude of shareholders and corporate leadership to tax is part of a wider debate about how to generate shareholder value, how to rebuild trust in the corporate world post-financial crisis,